What's going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. I am trying desperately to get you guys recordings. You're not seeing any of the videos because they're not making it there. But I'm in the middle of a terrible bad luck streak, just losing a ton in a row. And basically every game has gone either my opponent plays aggro and I draw all my late game, or my opponent plays control and I only draw my early game. And the couple games that I've been competitive in, I've had something where on a 4-turn in a row, my opponent top decks 3 Manticoras and then just basically keeps wiping my board from there. So I don't really know what to do at this point, besides just try not to get frustrated and just kind of keep plugging away, and hopefully the bad luck will dissipate at some point. So that's what I'm doing. I want to try and get you guys content, but at the same time I don't want to just upload a piece of shit game just for the sake of getting a video up. So I'm trying my best to get you guys something here. So we got nothing till turn 3. Double Dark Guardian's not fantastic because he can just go ahead and execute us, but it does a pretty good job at contesting the Protector of the Innocent. Still a chance that he executes us anyway.
The Dark Brotherhood is a pox, and I shall cure it.
So that'll remove the rest of the copies of Dark Guardian from my deck.
What have we here? The Night Mother will die.
But there's only one other copy of Dark Guardian in my deck, and to be honest, if we can make it past this turn, I don't really mind losing it. So I'm going to call that a win. Not a win, but not terrible situation. He'll actually help us by thinning our deck a little bit by hitting that. If he hits the Thieves Guild Recruit, it's a little unfortunate, but that'll mean he'll have to have used something to get past this.
I am dead.
So we'll lose that last copy of... Oh, actually, I'm only playing 2 Dark Guardians. I don't lose anything. Okay. This is a pretty strong hand for him so far. Now we could Shadow Fen that just to contest it.
You must be cleansed.
I think we'll just do that for now. If I were him, I'd probably favorably trade and take one of these out, or even go face with it. But we're getting in range of being able to counterattack hopefully soon. We have some late game cards in hand. So now it's just a matter of surviving long enough to get some of these guys off.
I am death.
That Leaf Lurker is pretty fantastic.
We'll hold, no matter what.
So we can triple trade here. Leaf Lurker in this lane to take that out.
Mother of Mud. Kill the Black Hand. My scale is shadow.
Actually, I think that's the way I want to go. I can take both of them out. If I played the Leaf Lurker, we'd take 5 off the board, but take 8. So I think this has us taking the least amount of damage and sets up a Nahag Leave next turn.
I am death.
And he winds up taking that trade, which I think is good for us. We'll still execute. And Hive Defender.
Don't make me laugh.
Alright. I don't think it matters which one we play. Although I guess this can't get Javelin, so that's slightly safer to make sure we don't take that damage. I would have preferred to ramp, but this thing could get Javelin and then we're eating 8 to the face. The only way he's getting by this now is with a Earthbone Spinner or Bone Bow, as I'm saying the words. Okay.
The hist
Ramp.
provides.
Stop the thing that can kill the Hist Mage. Maybe set up a double trade next turn. He's starting to run low on cards. So hopefully this is where we can start trying to do a little something something.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back. We must protect the Night Mother.
Thorns and claws.
Let's go.
Just give
This
me an
and
steal
that.
from folks who ain't using it.
Down to
That's
2
the
cards.
key.
He can do 3 to the face, but that pops another rune, and it's in his best interest to take that off the board.
Close ranks, let nothing through. No one gets through. We fight for all Skyrim. As long as I draw breath.
It's a ballsy move. Okay,
It's
so
nothing
we'll
personal.
take this out.
I wasn't
Take this
looking
out.
for trouble.
We revive Nahaglev, I think.
Hiding will not save you.
And then I think we just go ahead and leave lurker this guy down. We now have plenty of cards to answer with. That's gonna let us res something again.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Guess we go Hist Mage? I don't know if the ramp is as important. These guild recruit could be nice, or Unglim for tons of cycle. Yeah, let's go
The
Unglim.
Night Mother will guide us.
It's a bit risky, but I'm okay with it.
Now you will see real power.
I don't think we get too punished for either of these plays at the moment.
There's
Gotta get Javelin. You can't just play
There's a
that.
plan.
That's a pretty ballsy play. Okay. So obviously we hit this. We're losing the Leaf Lurker either way.
I am a child.
Raised Dead is solid. He's got a couple decent things in there. We've got not much that's decent at the moment, so I think we actually just go Gargoyle. I think now we'll play the Hist Mage. He's completely out of cards. We have 13, 22... Well, we got a decent amount of damage on board. The more important thing is we get to stabilize a little bit now. And not break a room. We have 6, 13, 18, 21 on board. I don't think that's enough to push yet. Although Raised Dead could put us in position to push for it next turn. So I think we'll go Raised Dead for now.
Forest is my cloak. They will not get past me.
That wound up not being amazing, but it's okay. If I can get another swing with this guy in, I'll feel more comfortable pushing for lethal next turn.
For the Emperor.
Even better.
For the Black Hand.
I want to make some room to play some stuff. Let's get more health. And it's got to be a Javelin.
By our service, we honor kind.
Okay.
Your blood
So let's go elsewhere than there for now.
Dumont, take you. Your blood will
Take
feed
this.
Thorns and claws.
And we will silence the guard
Be cleansed. A fine.
and take that out. Cool! So we're finally back on the winning side of things. Jesus. That was much appreciated. Sorry for the sudden jump, guys. The game after the last one you saw was just another completely, absolutely garbage game. So, I usually don't like to grab games from all over the place and kind of piece them together into an episode. But I'm going to cut out that second match and hopefully try and get you guys a better second match. Just, again, terrible things happening to me. It's not getting me down, though. I just really want to get you guys some content. Who's online? We match up against Silverax, a Scout player as well. Don't think he's going to be playing Slay Scout. It's probably Ramp Scout. We're going to be seeing a bunch of Hiss Groves. But we have a decent curve. Sanctuary Pet's usually better later in the game on bigger things, but cards are cards right now.
The Night Mother will guide us.
He draws his own wounds, so not good for us. We can Thieves Guild. I can test that at least. Maybe we'll draw a 2-drop and we can play Sanctuary with something. It's gonna be a Tree Minder for sure. If he had Unglim in his opening hand, he had a Tree Minder. Oh no, he has a Brotherhood Slayer. Okay.
My scale is moving shadow.
Try and prevent that value. Maybe is he playing Slay? I mean, this is just a good 3-drop, so that doesn't really tell us that he's playing Slay.
Who goes there?
This, on the other hand, doesn't tell us anything either.
My scale is moving
Steal
shadow.
from
Keep
folks
that
who
value
ain't
off the
using
board.
it. That's the key.
Next turn we can play this and this, or this and these two. But try and prevent him from getting contracts right now. Let's see if he wants to pop one of our runes. He might not be too threatened by this, thinking he can only res one thing right now.
Just
That's
give
great.
me a name.
Now we're going to wind up with 2 contracts, which will have us at 6. He's going to go ahead and forfeit. So that was another game that doesn't matter, so let's get another one. See, even the games where I start playing, like, have decent things happen. It's just, oh, quick forfeit. That's not a good enough game to show. Unless we can get you guys one more to make it 2.5 games in the episode. Oh. Sorry about that. We have jump number 2 for this episode because what was attempted to be the final game of the episode wound up being an opponent. Playing Control Spell Sword, wound up with Orb of Veramina, got basically all of my late game cards, as well as Mundus Stone getting him charge on his Night Shadow. Basically whatever keyword he needed over and over again, on top of his constant Manticoras and stuff like that. It was just, again, a shit show from the start. I don't know what to do. But we have to just keep chugging. Chugging. We're gonna try and ramp. The fact that I kept these 2 means that we'll probably just keep drawing 1 and 2 cost cards. Because the game likes to let me ramp and then have nothing good happen from it. But it's just the best play for this point. Playing against another Spell Sword. Hopefully this guy is not running Orb of Veramina, Mundus Stone, and insane drawing abilities. Night Talon Lord, if we get to a point where we can survive, I would love to play you and have you get Edict of Azured. But it'd be feeling good to play you for a second. It's the hardest thing about these colors is Edict is so cheap, it's flexible. So basically you have between Edict and 3 Shadowfen Priests, you can destroy all my supports and destroy any of my creatures. And then on top of that, you have Javelins, you have Executes, and you have basically whatever you can need, you have. It's a little tough. I know I want to ramp, but if he's playing that, he might be tokens, so I don't want to let him buff his creatures. We'll ramp next turn. Play a plate. Okay. We draw Venom Tongue. This will be good to get executed, I guess. If it doesn't get executed, we feel great, but chances are pretty high. It's at this turn, he has access to execute. He has access to any silence effects, edict, and javelin. So this thing's dead. There's no way this thing is making it past this turn. Or maybe it will.
Do not vex me.
Does a little ramp for us. I mean, we can ramp a little more on Leaf Lurker next turn. I like that play. We'll take the 3 breakthrough damage, because it'll also pop us a rune. And then next turn we can Dark Guardian and Leaf Lurker, or Tree Minder and Leaf Lurker. With that being played, we might Dark Guardian to keep our Venom Tongue alive. Okay. I mean, the 1 damage doesn't matter. But let's keep this alive, and let's make that die. Could have probably Sanctuary Petted it, but I think this is a little bit better. Next turn, we get the Night Talon Lord out. But we still haven't eaten up any removal, which is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Golden Saint. That's not great to see, but we can still trade and ramp. Okay. Trade. Get some of that Magicka. Trade. Draw a card. Priest is cool to see. Play this, and I think this should bait out some of his removal. It's gotta bait out some of his removal. I don't want to just play this, because I know he's sitting on something that's gonna screw me up.
I stand to serve.
Who goes there?
I live to serve. I live to serve.
Okay, so we can hit that and trade.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Let's get our Venom Tongue back.
My claws are sharp and thirsty.
Let's play another Defiler.
Steal from folks who ain't you.
Let's play Slayer. Still hanging on to this. Probably is going to want to trade into that so that I can't just keep resin. I played this over here so I can get some contracts from that. I also have the option of resing a Leaf Lurker next turn, potentially.
This day will be mine.
He's going to go Golden Saint. Come on, I have to trade into this.
Kill them all. Your death is my command.
Okay.
Do not vex me.
Okay.
It's nothing personal.
My scales move in shadow.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Let's pull a Leaf Lurker back to deal with this.
I wasn't
Let's do a little bit of that. Let's put him out there as bait. And I guess we might as well get the removal out of there. If we can keep this guy alive, we might be able to res him back after he removes Night Talon Lord. Nothing we can do. At some point, we have to get him to start using it. Okay. This can trade there, fine. Okay. How do I want to make this trade? I think we just favorably there.
I am the night. I am the night.
It's nothing personal.
Keep this guy protected for now. Next turn we can start pushing a little bit. We've got 11, 20, 24. So we're almost there actually. Manticora. Understandable. Now, it'd be great if we could draw a Night Mother. Actually, we have the option of going... Well, if we're gonna push, let's push. No, no push yet. No push yet.
You must be cleansed.
Who's observing this? Rundo. Hello.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Let's get this guy back.
The night is mine.
I miss him. Sanctuary pet that. Now, next turn will be the one we push if we start pushing. Unless he drew another answer.
You swim in deep waters.
Nothing yet. Okay. Let's kill this Magicora. And we have 7, 12, 20, 27 on board. Chances are we're not going to get to use all 27. Let's see. I'm going to use these guys in order of able to keep us alive. This will be where we get something. Oh, nope.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Alright, even that was a little bit one-sided, but at least there was a little bit of actually making plays in that game. That will be it for today's episode, though, guys. Gonna make a push towards this weekend. Try and get as much of it recorded as I can. Obviously, I try to only record good games for you guys, so we'll see how they go. But as always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope my slight frustrations didn't come off as annoying. I'm trying to not be salty, and I think I'm not super salty, just at times things are frustrating. But I'm trying to stay positive despite some of the frustrations, and also try and keep them off camera whenever possible. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Timberblade, and I'll see you guys next time.